Are you guys familiar with the Korean word hodo? It's a cultural concept that doesn't exist in America. In fact, I don't know if it exists in a lot of the Western countries. And I saw a video recently where this guy talks about why Korean men won't marry a foreign girl. And he said the reason behind that is hodo. Well, if you watch the full video, he explains further, and he's a very reasonable guy. What he say? So, if I explain just a little bit, in Korea, there's this concept called hodo, and it's a very hard concept to explain to foreigners. But basically, there's a responsibility that you should service to your parents because they're the ones who raised you. They're the one who gave your life. You have a responsibility not only to take care of them, but also just, it's beyond just respecting. In America, I kind of feel like, oh, your parents are parents, you're you. But in Korea, your sky is your parents. Like a slave? Not like a slave, but it's sort of a, if you're a mannered person, you should be respecting your parents. But here's the thing, not just talking respect. You should also, it's kind of like this. If you're starving and you only have one beans, giving that bean to your parents is hodo. Putting your parents in front of you, sacrificing your life for your parents, that's all of that is hodo. And it's very highly valued morals, where in Korea there are stories where young men's or young women's, they would sacrifice their life. For what? For their parents happiness, for their parents well-doing. And you might be kind of unfamiliar with this, but yeah, that is sort of something that's in our culture. And the reason earlier, what I said as in, that's why Korean men won't marry foreign girls. In the video, he was saying how it's Korean men's responsibility. They're taught, they're designed, they're programmed to satisfy their parents. And as a result, that's why they can't bring a foreign girl home. And because it goes against cultural value, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I wanted to kind of give a clarification on this. Here's the thing. Let me clarify now. If anyone knows this concept, I know it better than anyone else. Because why? My name. Guess what my name is? It's Hyosang. The Hyo in Hyosang is the same Hyo for Hodo. Guys, my name literally talks about how I should do Hodo. So, if anything, I could give the best explanation behind this. It's literally where my name came from. And if any Korean guy, by the way, again, I'm not calling that video out. He explained very well in the video. I think he agrees with my vision. If any Korean guy says, oh, you're a foreign woman and I can't marry you because there's a concept of hodo in Asia and Korea, and that's why I cannot marry you, he's lying. He's lying, and I'll give one at a time. First of all, there's so many things to explain, but as generations change, Korean parents' standards change as well. I'm not saying all parents are like this, but ideally in Korea, your parents would want your happiness. Good parents would want your child to be happy with the woman that they love. So, there's no law. There's no concept in Korea such as bringing foreign women is disrespectful to your parents. No. There's no concept like that. Except there are some older generation people who doesn't want someone who can't speak Korean or who's not from the same culture or who's racist. Do you see where I'm coming from? So please don't think of this as Korean has a culture where it's disrespectful to bring foreign women. That is not Korean culture. You see where I'm coming from? If anything, the culture is there are some racist and close-minded older generation people, and there are some men who are overly reliant on their parents. Or, this is the biggest thing, they use their parents as an excuse because they don't want to take the responsibility to actually marry you. So 90% of the time, the parents thing is an excuse. You know, you guys ever know the sentence, if he really wanted, he would have? You know, I think that sentence matters so much. If he really wanted to, he would have. It's not the parents opposing. Guys, do you not know Romeo and Juliet? So the whole parents thing is him simply using his parents as a shield because he doesn't really want. So he's saying, oh, I want to, but my parents said no. And let me tell you, if you're going to date a Korean man and you're not Korean, you should have a talk about this beforehand because I don't want to admit, but the reason why a lot of the non-Korean women might feel betrayed to Korean men is because from the beginning, they never were considering you as a serious dating partner. Hear me out. Not all Korean men are like this. I swear, not all Korean men are like this. Some are. And the issue is, these some who don't consider foreign women as a serious relationship end up hurting more women. Do you guys see where this logic is? The really loyal Korean men who are dedicated and want to form a family is going to get with one woman and gonna stay with her and get married and have child. The issue is, the ones who want to fuck around are going to naturally meet war women. Do you guys see where it's coming from? So there's only one. If there's one, normal-minded Korean guy and there's one not normal-minded Korean guys, the victims are larger than the happy ones. You see where the logic comes from? So even if they're same ratio, the reputation becomes imbalanced because that one person ruins reputation for all Korean men. It's kind of like the minority ruins reputation as a whole. You guys know how this is a common thing that happens? So going back to this idea of hodo, yes, it is true that in Korea, we do have a concept of we need to respect and service to our parents. But using that as an excuse to not marry a foreign woman, they're just using it as an excuse. Here's the thing. If they really cared about it, they would have said it before they started dating or before they started slept with you. Do you see where it's coming from? Do you guys see where it's coming from? For you to be already be in a relationship, for you to be already doing a lot of things, and then him pulling this card out the last second, he's been lying the whole time. Can I be honest? Those people, from the moment you meet them, they were never seriously considering you as a serious marriage partner. And you know what's sad? Is that, people tend to fall for liars easily than the honest people. What I mean by that is, especially when people fall in love, they want to hear what they want to hear. So the ones who lie are going to be more easily believable. What I mean by that is, the ones who are seriously considering are gonna say like this, I think I will be, but I'm not 100% sure, because there is cultural difference. They're gonna consider it very seriously. Because why? They're very serious about it. But then the not serious ones are gonna be like, I'll marry you, you're in love of my life. They say easy. It's easy for them to speak because why? Because they don't mean it. They're like, I would love to have your, child, blah, blah, blah. So it's ironic how it's easier to believe someone who's lying. But yeah. Then how do you prevent this situation? I would say you should ask them. If you're currently meeting a Korean man, before you even think about marriage, you should interact with their parents. Does this make sense? I'm not giving love advice. I'm not the best person. I'm just kind of thinking this from a Korean man's perspective. If he's not serious about you, he wouldn't show you to his parents. But here's the thing, not even because of marriage. If he's potentially open to that idea of taking a future further with you, he wouldn't be hesitant to show you to his parents. Do you guys see where it's coming from? This might apply not even to just Korean, but to others as well. But I just personally believe if you're going to date someone, you shouldn't have any hesitation to show your parents who you're meeting. Unless you have a unhealthy relationship with your parents. So yeah, I would say an easy indicator would be, does he show you to his friends? Does he show you to your parents? Because if not, if he's not showing you or introducing you to anyone around you or anyone around him, there's a good chance where he's not thinking about you seriously. Because here's the thing, guys, think about it. If he doesn't show you to anybody, it's going to be really easy to cut you off. He could just be like, never mind. But if he already showed you to everyone else, then other people are going to ask, oh, what happened to the girl that you were seeing, blah, blah, blah. Oh, what happened to the girl that you brought? So they want to avoid. The fuckboys, they would want to avoid that situation. So they won't show you. They'll be like, oh, my parents are busy. My friends are busy. Yes. And also another thing is, I think friends and family is the best reflection of who they are. So if you're going to make a judgment about the person, judging their friends and families might be more accurate because your view of the person is already distorted by your love. So if you have a guy, but you don't like all his friends and all his parents and all that, you might need to rethink about it. You might need to think about it again because there's a chance that you might actually be seeing something wrong in him. And just, speaking for myself, that's personally why I don't claim a lot of people as my friend. Do you guys see where I'm coming from? I had an issue with this where a lot of people got upset because I don't publicly claim them as a friend. It's because I don't want to call someone my friend when I don't know if I could completely trust them. You see where I'm coming from? So I only call people friend if I could completely rely them and have them as a representation of who I am. I think I saw a quote where they said, you should only keep someone friend if you wish your future son or daughter grows up like them. So imagine you have a child. In fact, a lot of you guys already have a child. some homies already have a child. But if your kid grows up and becomes like your friend, would you be happy with that? Tell me, guys. You know how you guys have some friends? Would you be happy if your son or daughter grows up like your friends? I'll be happy. I think my friends are very respectful, nice people. Definitely not. Then you need to drop that friend. You see where I'm coming from? You need to drop that friend. In my opinion, another good thing about friend or dating is that it should be someone you should hold respect to. If you have a friend and you don't respect them, I feel like that's not a good friend relationship to have. That's a bit extreme, really? But anyway, so yeah, that's a little bit concept of hodo and why Korean men won't date foreign girls or won't marry. I guess I could have I don't know if it's okay. Can I yap a little bit more about this? I'm sorry I'm yapping a little bit more. Realistically, you can't expect a Korean man born in Korea to be completely open to date or marry a foreign woman. In fact, that is very uncommon. So just speaking for myself, guys, I am personally actually open to all race. But hear me out. I wasn't always like this. When I was born in Korea and I lived in Korea, even after moving to America, I still only liked Korean girls romantically. Here's the thing, you know what's scary is that there's a difference between feeling romantically attracted and considering someone as a dating partner is different from feeling sexually attracted. So someone could want to sleep with you. That doesn't mean they would want to date you. You see where it's coming from? It took me literally 10 years for my preference in women to be multi-ethnic. I'm being serious. And even now, I still debate if my preferences are still narrowed and leaned towards Korean or Asian or things like that. You know, it's these kind of things change all the time based on your life experience and things like that. But the reason why I'm saying this is because if you ever travel to Korea, you should be a little bit careful because what I'm saying is there's a very extremely low chance someone who's born in Korea, who lived with everyone Korean around them, to feel really romantically attracted to you who is not Korean. I'm not saying that's impossible, but he might not even know. He might not even know if what he's feeling to you is curiosity or sexual attraction or genuine love. You see where it's coming from? It's obviously these kind of things are not easily definable, but so Korean men are overrated next. Well, here's my defense for Korean men. As a Korean man, you might feel like, you're defending your home country too much, but as a Korean man, I genuinely think Korean men are one of the best dating partners. You guys, there's so many propagandas out there that want to hate on Korean men, especially when it comes to dating. Can I be honest, guys? Hear me out. Do you know why? It's because these people are jealous. These people are jealous. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm not talking about myself. I know other Korean guys in Korea. Guys, Korean men, you know what I think their biggest strength is? Tell me, guys, what do you think Korean men's biggest strength is? You don't have to agree with me. This is just personal opinion. You could totally disagree with me. Koreans' men's number one ability is manners. I'm telling you, I'm not talking about some fake manner stuff where you go on dates and they try to act all open the doors and everything. That's not what I'm talking about. Korean guys, they have this manner built into them. They have this basic service mentality that they were taught ever since they're young, and as a result, they basically express and do service without even forcing it. I'm being serious. Really. And here's the thing. You know how I know this? Their manners is not just restricted to women. They also do this to men too. I'm telling you guys, literally the bare minimum. I've seen men in America. I've seen men in Korea, okay? The level of basic manner is different. And number two, hygiene. Korean man just has better hygiene and they just groom themselves better. You know what I mean? They cut their nails. They wash themselves. They don't smell. Guys, you might be these are minimums. What I'm saying is the reason why Korean men are good dating partner is because they're good at the basics. Guys, do you know how many men out there don't do the basic? Do you guys agree? There's a lot of handsome, attractive guys who don't brush their teeth. Who don't and who don't wash their hands and who don't take showers. But on the surface, they look handsome. So there's a lot of rich men. Guys, I'm not saying Korean men are rich. That's not what I'm talking about. And in fact, a lot of the downside of Korean men might come to the financial part. Financially, Korean men, I wouldn't say we're like the most, lenient. That sense I do agree. But in terms of hygiene, in terms of manners, I'm telling you, that's the number one part. So I think it could even connect to looks, because I think male looks, for guys to look good, 90% of the time, it's not even the way you're built. It's not even your face, it's not even your nose. Just shaving well, good haircut, good skincare, good shower, good clothes. If you just do the basics, then you already become attractive guy. Guys, I don't know if you guys would agree with the statement, but in my opinion, I look below average. You guys might not believe me, but I look below average. But I think the only reason why, sometimes I get considered okay is because I do the basic. No, I'm just telling you, I do the basic. I do the basic cleaning. I do the basic styling. No, like, do you see where I'm coming from? So me doing the basics allows me to you do the very, very basic, but I'm telling you, not everybody does the very, very basic. Guys, I'm so shocked by this, by the fact that there's so many guys out there who doesn't put moisturizer on their face. Can you guys believe that? Can you believe that? And they complain about their skin not being good. Anyway, sorry. So those are the pro and cons of Korean men. How did I go this far? I started from why Korean guys won't date foreign girls, and now I'm yapping all the way to here. But yeah, I'm also open. I'm single, ready to mingle. I'm not actively looking, but if the no thanks, I'll pass. Get off my screen. I'm sorry. My head. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Minors are present? Why are minors freaking out? I didn't demand you. You should go to sleep. This is for the adults. Why are the minors freaking out in the chat? We're having an adult talk here. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Freaky Friday. Anyway, okay. I'm sorry I gave the ick at the end. I'm not trying to be, searching for dating partner or anything like that here. But that was just my general explanation. And if you guys have more questions and something that you want me to talk about, just let me know.